taking a big inhalation, fill your belly up with breath. And then exhale, sink heavy and wide into the mat. Inhale, filling up your whole torso with air. Exhale, sinking. So we're just tuning into the breath here. You can close your eyes if you want. Letting go of what you were just doing or what you have to do after this. And trying to focus your breath and your mind on your movement for the next hour. Good, we're gonna take our hands, wrap them around our rib cage. So the thumb is pointing back and the fingers are forward. So really around your rib cage. We're gonna take a nice deep breath and feel our ribs open side to side into our hands. Inhale. Exhale, let the ribs soften down. So you're really thinking like an accordion moving side to side. Inhale. Feeling those ribs. Exhale, accordion out and in. Another image is thinking about an umbrella opening up. Side to side, front to back. Exhale. The umbrella closes. So we're just trying to find movement in our diaphragm here. Our diaphragm lives in our rib cage, and the more action and movement we have here, the happier our spine is. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Resting the hands down by the low abdomen again. We're going to get a little bit more active in our pelvic region. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under, feeling your low back press against the mat, and then reach and arch your back a little bit, reaching that pubic bone in between your thighs. So just a gentle rocking. Tuck the tailbone under, and you'll notice as you tuck, you probably have a little bit of an engagement in that lower abdomen, which is really good, and then arch. So you can think about this as a nice massage for your low back, trying to keep your legs nice and easy, tucking the tailbone under, and then reaching, creating more space between the low back. Good. All right, we're gonna take our pelvic clock. So we imagine the face of a clock on our low abdomen. Your belly button is 12, your right hip point is 3, your pubic bone is 6 o'clock, and your left hip point is 9 o'clock. So we imagine dropping a little marble onto our abdomen, and we're gonna roll that marble around in a clock. So you tuck your tailbone under to 12. You roll the marble down to that right hip point to 3. Then you roll it down to that 6 o'clock point, roll to the left hip point, and then back to the center. Good. 2 more times in that direction. So you can think of these sort of as quadrants, right? There are 4 little parts to the circle, and we're trying to smooth out all of the edges. So it's really round, circular, and smooth. And your hands here are to help you find it. Reverse. So rolling to the left first. Really gentle, subtle movement to start. Right? We're just waking up, tuning in. One more time to the left. Rolling. You should feel how the back of your pelvis changes on the mat. Good. Finding your neutral pelvis. So essentially that's your 2 hip points and your pubic bone, so this triangular shape, in the same plane, parallel to the floor. We're going to keep that as we slide one leg long, flex through the feet, and then gently pull the heel in. We slide through the other leg, reach long through the left leg, flex the toes up to the ceiling, and then drag the heel in, right? Just heel slides, reach, thinking about lengthening your leg as far away as possible. and reach. Trying to keep the legs lined up with the hip joints. Let's inhale, reach the leg long. Exhale, drag it in. Inhale, left leg long. Exhale, drag it in. We're going to do one more time. Inhale, lengthen. And then as you pull the heel in, really dig the heel into the ground. You'll feel that back of the leg engaging. Inhale, left. Exhale. How do you use your breath with this movement? Okay, keeping your feet on the floor. Your legs are hip distance apart. All we do is rotate the knees open and then exhale, bring the thighs back to that midline. Inhale, open. Exhale, knees come in. All right, we're going to get a little bit more exact with the breath. So as the knees open, we inhale. As we exhale, the belly draws in and up. Belly draws in and up as the knees close. Inhale. Exhale. Two more times, just nice and easy to begin. Exhale. You feel your tailbone nice and heavy. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job, you guys. Okay, fumbling on my words, making it a little harder. We're just going to open the right knee. So inhale, right knee opens. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, left knee opens. Exhale, belly draws in and up. Inhale. So you're trying to avoid flopping over to the side that your knee is opening. Inhale. So it takes a lot of stabilization on that opposite side. You stay nice and heavy through the left as the right knee opens. And then nice and heavy through the right as the left knee opens. One more time each side. Using your breath. Thinking about this cinching and hugging, narrowing sensation around the abdomen. Good. Hands by your side. Inhale. Exhale. Float the right leg up to tabletop, right? So that right angle shape of your leg, and then float it down. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg floats to tabletop. So this is our tabletop position. Inhale. We're marching back and forth. Exhale. And we really try to keep our tailbone heavy. So the action here is in the hip joint rather than tucking our tail under and using our low back. So we're trying to get nice movement here. And we're going to do a few more. We're really going to think about that coordination with the breath. Inhale, exhale, knee rises as the belly draws in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, belly draws in. One more time. Inhale, exhale. So you can think of it as a nice, comforting little hug, right? That narrowing sensation. Take your right knee up to tabletop. Hands on your thigh. We're going to press, flex the toes. We're going to press the thigh into the hands into the thigh. So it doesn't look like anything, but I'm really working against myself here. Press, 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 press. One more deep breath. And lower the foot down. Left leg floats up. Palms come to the left leg. I'm pressing my thigh up into my hands, and I'm pressing my hands down into my thigh. Staying long on both sides of the torso. One more deep breath. Keep pressing, pressing. And release. Going back to the right. Palms on the right thigh. All right, press, press, press. We're going to add to this. We reach the leg long on the diagonal. Inhale. Exhale. Press. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Really press against yourself. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Leg comes down. Let's go to the other side. So left leg comes up, hands come to your thigh. Really press, press, press. We're going to add the reach of the leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Belly draws in. Press. Inhale, reach. And in. Good. Press, press, press. Inhale, reach. And in. You should feel those legs working by now. Last one, inhale, reach. And press it in. All right, we're gonna add on to that. Let's keep the arms down by the side for this, okay? Take the right leg up to tabletop. We're gonna reach the leg long on the diagonal, and now we're gonna trace circles with the bottom of the foot. So we think about the sole of the foot is tracing a circle in the wall across the room. We have one more. And then we reverse. So a nice round circle out of the sole of your foot. Good, bending the knee in and other side, left leg, here we go. Up to tabletop, kick the leg out and then circling the sole of the foot, thinking even weight side to side in your spine and your pelvis. Reverse. Breathing, feeling the sensations of movement. Good, bend the knee in, leg comes down. All right, we're gonna take our palms together right in front of us. So our elbows are right up over our shoulders. So we're like at a right angle. Good, we're gonna do a little chest opener. We're gonna inhale, open the elbows out to the side. Exhale, palms come back together. Inhale, open. Exhale, back together. Your hands do not need to go all the way to the ground, but just think about reaching out through your elbows. So you're really stretching the front of your chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Yep, we're just gonna keep going, just feeling the warmth. Maybe you stretch open a little further each time, but really thinking about how we coordinate the breath with our actions, so breathing. And if whatever I prescribe, if it doesn't feel good for you, that's okay. You can breathe at your own pace, your own tempo. Just remember to breathe. That's the most important part. One more time. All right, shoulders a little warm. Okay, take your hands back down by your sides. We're gonna take both legs up to tabletop. Two options here, okay? It's harder to hold the right angle shape. You either stay here. If you feel really grippy in the front of your hips, let your heels drop down towards your butt, and that'll take some pressure off your hips. So you choose. At any point, you can let the heels drop down, right? This is our tabletop position. We're gonna take our arms up to the ceiling. Yep, palms face each other. We're gonna take our straight arms, reach them up to the ceiling, and then let the arm bones fall back down, right? We usually do this with our feet on the floor. Having our feet off the floor in tabletop, you will notice, is quite challenging, right? So I'm adding a little bit of a challenge to this exercise today. And as I reach my arms up, I keep my elbows straight and I think length through my armpit, through my elbow, through my pinky. One more. Good. At any point, you drop your heels. At any point, you put your feet down, okay? So inhale, we're going to reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bring them back. All right? And you'll notice, again, with the legs up, this is way more challenging than we've done it before. Inhale, reach. As the arms reach, can you keep those front ribs nice and heavy? That's where the abdominal work is. Reach. We have two more, just like this. Oh, breathe. Last one here. Good. All right, I'm gonna drop my heels towards my butt just to give my hip flexors a little break. You guys do you. We're gonna take one arm high, one arm low, and then switch. So we're just scissoring our arms. And I'm thinking about keeping my palms facing inward, facing towards myself, reaching. So you might get a stretch. Your arms are moving evenly. Good, one more time each side, then I'm gonna give you a little break. I know this was a lot to have your legs lifted. Good, both legs down, stretch legs, stretch arms. You can reach through one side, arm and leg, feeling a nice stretch in that side, and then reach through the other arm, lengthening, and then reach. thinking of it as like a yawn. So you can think about yawning your mouth, yawning your whole body. Good. Knees are bent, feet on the floor, back for more. All right, we're gonna take both legs up to tabletop again. We're gonna take both arms up to the ceiling. All right, let's start with let's do inner thighs and knees together. Okay, first we're just gonna do T and then back. So going back to our arms, we're opening wide like we're gonna embrace somebody and then reach fingertips up. Inhale, exhale. All right, we're gonna add toe taps with this. So as I open my arms, I'm gonna tap my right toe down to the ground. And then I bring everything back in. Inhale, left toe taps. Exhale, knee comes up, arms draw in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's go back to thinking about our core. So inhale, on the exhale, belly draws in and wraps, right? So we still we're loading our core a lot here by moving our arms and legs. We still want to keep that nice support from our abdomen, right? So we feel strong. Ooh, it's hard, I know. You're going to do one more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, hug your knees into your chest. Oh, you get a break. Roll side to side. Yeah. Yeah, just gently rock side to side here, massaging your low back. We're going to do some knee circles. I feel like that'll be good. Okay, you're going to take your hands right on top of your knees, and you're going to do gentle pressure down into your legs. So gently pressing down. You keep that gentle pressure, and you're going to think about like stirring your hip sockets out by circling your knees. Yep. And you decide how much pressure you want down. Everybody's hips are different, so make it really gentle, and then reverse. Stirring in the opposite direction, really letting your arms lead you here. Arms are leading. Try to let go of like all that gripping in your hips. All right, feet on the ground. Okay, we are going to do some bridging. So let's put something in between our thighs. So you can put a pillow or a yoga block if you have a yoga block. We're going to get into our legs a little bit. And then if you have a pillow underneath your head, I would recommend taking it away at this point so we don't strain your neck. If you want to keep your pillow, totally fine, but just think about like maybe making more of an incline. Judy, this is for you. I know you do your own thing, but if it's not just your head that is raised, it's a little safer to do the bridging. If it's like your upper back and your head being raised a little bit more, so more of an incline, just an option for you. But I know you've been doing this for a while, so you know what feels good. Hands down by your sides. We're gonna squeeze what's in between our legs. So we squeeze, squeeze, squeeze our legs together and then release. We squeeze and we release. So you should feel the inner thighs sort of suctioning in together and release. And we squeeze and release. 2 more times. Nothing else changes when you squeeze, right? You're not like tucking and gripping your butt. You're thinking just inner thighs. All right, staying here with a gentle squeeze, not the hardest squeeze. We're just gonna lift the heels and lower, lift the toes and lower. So just rocking, lift the heels, 2 at a time, lift the toes. So this is a very good action and exercise to get your ankles going, right? So we feel strong and stable when we're standing and strong and stable when we're walking. So flexing the toes up and then lifting the heels, working the calves, right? Flex the toes up, you work the front of those shins and then lift the heels up. Okay, here we go with a little bridging. We're gonna do a lever bridge today. So a lot of the times we articulate. Today we're just gonna press into your feet. Hover your butt off the floor. So just like a few inches, right? So we're pressing down through the feet. Our inner thighs are squeezing. We hover the butt and then we lower it down. Inhale, exhale, hover it up. Yep, good, good, good. And then inhale, lower. Exhale, press down through the shins, lift your butt. That looks great. And then lower, inhale. We're just gonna do this a few times. So it's not our biggest bridge. It's sort of a hover. You might feel a stretch in the front of the hips, but you probably feel the back of the legs and the booty working. Good. This last one, we're gonna go up and stay. Go up and stay up. This time we're just gonna lift the right heel and then lower it. Lift the left heel and lower. Lift the right toes, lower, lift the left toes. So we're alternating. So we lift right heel, lower. Nothing changes in your hips. So if it helps to put your hands on your hips, lift the right toes, lift the left toes. So you want to stay nice and even. We have a few more with this. Lift. At any point, this is too much and you need to lower your butt down, go for that, right? We have options always. And then one more time, you should be feeling it. Lift the right, lower, lift the left, lower, lift the right toes. Good. Lift the left toes. I just want you to stay here and we're going to think about our breathing. So inhale, exhale, feel your ribs draw towards your waist draws towards your hips. Hips reach towards your thighs. Pull your heels in towards your butt a little bit. Reach those knees across the room. Yep, slowly lower down. Slowly, 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 slowly. Oh, easy. Okay, hands into a cactus. Knees are gently going to fall to one side for a little bit of a twist. And then bring them back to the center. Windshield wiper the knees over to the other side. And then back to the center. And then again, over. Just a gentle twist in your lumbar spine. If this doesn't feel good for you, Aziza, then I would just back off. But this is a gentle twist. That's probably okay. Take your hands down by your sides. All right, we're going up into another bridge. So step into your feet. We're not done working the backs of the legs. Good, good, good. We stay up and we're gonna take our arms up to the ceiling. Okay, here we're gonna take the arms overhead, circle them out to the side and then down by your thighs. 3 more times in this direction. So we're just doing arm circles, but our legs are up in the bridge. 2 more. I want you to think about reaching, pulling your heels almost towards your butt. That's going to give you a way different hamstring engagement. Good. And then we reverse it. Circle the arms out to the side, overhead, and then back. I'm making fist with my hands. I just made this change. Feels nice. Almost adds like a little bit of weight. 2 more. At any point you need to put your booty down, just put it down. Last one. Good, 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 good. Reach long. Put your butt down. Take away the prop. We're doing one more. Actually, no, let's stretch our hamstrings. So we are going to take underneath our right thigh. So holding that right thigh. And then you're just going to kick the heel up to the ceiling. Stretching the back of the leg and then bend it all the way in. And kick. So we're going to do dynamic stretching today. So we're not going to like hold it. We're just going to move in through this bending and straightening of the knee. Yeah. Good. We'll hold it at the end a little bit. Reach. Good. Now, if you want, you can crawl your hands up your leg and you can round your head and shoulders off the floor, curl up, pull in, and then release it. Good. One more time. If you want, you either stay where you are, crawl your hands up to your leg, pull your leg in, and then release it down. Hand underneath your left thigh. Kick the heel up, right? So what we think here is we want to think about like pulling up through the front of your leg and then reaching long out through the back of your leg. right? So you're getting a nice engagement in the quad and then a really stretching feeling in the back of the leg, the hamstring. You think about your sitting bone nice and heavy, your heel reaches up. This time, if you want, you crawl your hands up, round, and gently pull, and then release down. We do that one more time. Crawl your legs up, your hands up rather. Curl and pull, and release, release. Slowly roll to one side, and gently press yourself up. I'm gonna roll my mat out full length. You do that too if you have it stacked up. All right, we're gonna go into some side lying work. So when we are side lying, I definitely like to have a couple pillows underneath my head here for support. So go ahead and do that. So we're just lying on our side, and you can just face the camera and the screen first. Good. So we're gonna get our hips. Oh, and have your little weight handy. So I think, Aziza, I saw you had a pair. I love that. That's a great, great thing. Yay. Have it handy. We're gonna get to that in a second. So you're just resting your head on the pillow. The bottom arm is just gentle underneath you. Knees are forward. Feet are sort of stacked or sort of tucked under. Let's actually rest our hand in front of us. So we're just going to do some hip strengthening. This is called clamshell. We rotate the knee up to the ceiling and then control it all the way down. And we rotate, right? So you're feeling the outside of the hip here, which is a really good hip strengthener. Rotate it up and then soften it down. That's probably about 4. Let's do 2 more. 5. Good. That looks excellent. So we're trying not to roll back. We're just moving the thigh and the hip joint. Good. All right. So we just did clamshells. If you need to catch up, Judy. Now we're going to reach the leg long underneath you. So long, lengthened leg. From here, we just lift the leg and lower it. And lift. Good. And lower. And we stay long on our side, right? So we're not hiking this hip. 2 more. Reach, lower, and reach. Lower, good. Bend that knee, take a break. Yeah, so we did 6 clamshells, and then we did 6 leg lifts. Judy's catching up. Good. Excellent. Catching up, okay. We're going to do 1 more. Reach the leg long. Yeah, so this is as if we're standing on the wall underneath us. So the leg isn't too high, so it's right underneath your hip socket. Now we're going to draw our circles here. So we circle the leg. 2, same idea of thinking about it coming from the sole of your foot. 4, nice and even. 5, and 6, we reverse. Now use your breath. And if we can find that lift in and up with your abdomen, that will help, right? That abdominal engagement. 5 and 6. Oh yeah, legs, release, release. Okay, we're gonna give our legs a break here. Okay, grab your weight or your piece of fruit, whatever you have today. Yeah, and Aziza, if this bothers you, yeah, that's your right arm. If this bothers your right arm, then just let go of the fruit and you can just use nothing, okay? So test it out and just reach your arm up to the ceiling. Good. All we're going to do here is just gently circle. So we're imagining stirring our arms. Yeah, so we reach the weight up to the ceiling and we stir. Good. A few more. And then we reverse the circle. Reverse. Reaching. So thinking about length and expansion in the front of your chest. So you're nice and wide. You keep reaching up. All right. Here, we keep our arm straight. We take it down in front of us, keeping that arm straight, and then bring it back up. So you'll really feel the back of the arm working here. And as we take the arm forward, try to take it just to shoulder height so it doesn't go too low. You keep your chest wide open. There you go. Good. Chest stays wide as you reach forward. That's the hard part. And reach. Let's do a few more. Two more. Last one. Good, good, good. Okay, you're gonna bend your elbow in towards you. Yep. And try to keep the prop facing the ceiling. Good. We're gonna rotate, sort of like you're covering up your belly, and then you're gonna rotate open, back to where you started. Good. Rotate forward, sort of like you're closing a door, and then rotate open. Good. Rotate in and out. So this is a rotator cuff exercise, right? Our arm is rotating. We're using all those little muscles that help support and sort of suction our arm into the right place. Good. A few more. Last one. Good. Release that down. All right. Let's just stretch top arm and top leg. Reach. Same idea, just like a yawning action. You can do a little like twisting, reaching forward and back. Feeling like your armpit just stretched open. Whatever feels good here. Twisting, reaching, sort of like free movements. Okay, come out of that. We're gonna use our hands to gently push ourselves up. And then we have all of that wonderful side work to do on the other side. So we're just gonna scooch around, move your pillows to the other side, and make sure you have your weight and prop handy. Lying down. Yep, resting on your pillow. Knees a little forward. Feet are tucked under. Top hand is here to help support you. Yeah. So try not to tuck the tail under. We almost want to think about sticking the butt out a little bit as if you're sitting upright in a chair. Good. You're going to open the knees, starting with our clamshells, and close. Right? We still use our breath here. We still think about drawing the abdomen in and up. Few more, thinking about that knee spiraling to the ceiling. Last one. Excellent. Leg reaches down long, right? Right underneath that hip joint. Then we just lift and lower. Reaching long to lift. Reach. Good. Breathing. Resting the leg in for a moment. One last thing for our hips here, right? We're going to reach the leg long, and we're going to think about reaching so long, and then you're going to start circling without rocking in your spine, right? That's where the abdominal control is. 4. Breathing. Reverse. 1. 2. Nice gentle motion. And you're done with that. All right. Break for the lower body. Grab your weights. Reach the weight up to the ceiling. Yeah, you feel nice and long in the front of your chest. The first action that we do is just a gentle stir. So we're just stirring our shoulder joint here. Reaching long. You might get a bit of a stretch. I know I definitely do, especially when my arm goes back, the back part of the circle, and then reverse. You might feel a little more open in your chest after this, which is not a bad thing. Last one. Okay, here we go. We keep our arms straight as we take it down in front of us, right to shoulder height, and then feel the back of the arm, the back of the shoulder working to bring your arm back up, right? Shoulders stay wide. Reach. Tuning in with your breath. Letting your to-do list go. Just feeling what it feels like to move. We're so lucky to move together this morning, all across the world. Okay, last one. We did a million of those. Bend your elbow. Yep, keep your weight facing up to the ceiling. Now we just keep our elbow fixed. So our elbow stays where it is. We rotate, sort of cover our stomach, and then rotate back up. Cover your stomach and rotate. Feel this rotation coming from high in your arm bone, right? So we really want to feel it like up, 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 high. So you might feel it like in the back of your armpit. That would be a really great place to feel it. But also just doing the action will be very helpful. You don't have to know where you feel it. A few more. Tired arms. Whew, let's do one more. Good. Release the weight. Yawn it out. So just stretch. Think about pulling these two opposite parts of your body apart, right? So your toes reach away from your fingertips. Yep, and you can just rock side to side. Twist a little bit. Reach. Good. Hands on the ground. Slowly push yourself up. Okay. Changing positions. We're going to sit down, and so I'm going to suggest probably propping your butt up on some pillows. And so your hips can be a little higher than your knees. And let's see, we're going to start with one knee bent in and one knee stretched long. And if this bent position doesn't feel good for you, you can reach both legs long, right? So depending on knee stuff. Yep, one leg straight, one leg long. And we're gonna think about our sitting bones sitting like heavy into the ground, and then reach your spine tall up to the ceiling. Good, just let's reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale down, right? A few more times like this, reach. As the arms float down, can you think about like reaching out through the crown of your head even more? Good, reach up. As the arms press down, you almost like reach outside of yourself. Good, last one. And press. Okay, we're gonna side bend towards the leg that is lengthened. So we just reach over and then we windmill the arms up. Reach up and over. You can press the other hand on the ground behind you and then up. So we're just doing some nice side bending action here. So hand is on the ground and you think about your ribs spiraling open a few more times. Gorgeous. Okay, this time's going to be a little different. So we take it over. We're going to stay here. And then we're going to think about our heart and our head reaching down towards our knees. So I'm just spiraling my spine. And you can relax your head here. You can relax your arm so it's on the ground. So I'm facing as much as possible my leg that's lengthened. So we just stay here and breathe for a moment in this stretch. Try to release your shoulders. Try to release your head. Try to keep your butt heavy on the ground. One more deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Slowly roll up through your spine, pressing through the floor with your hands. Head is the last thing. Good. Straighten the other leg forward, bend the other knee in. Only if this feels okay for you. If this doesn't, keep your legs straight out in front. All right. First, we just inhale, reach the arms. Find the length of your spine. Exhale, your spine gets taller as your arms lower. Gorgeous. Inhale. Exhale, your spine lifts. And you can find that lift low in your belly like we found on our backs earlier. Inhale. Exhale, belly draws in and up, and you get taller. Excellent. 2 more. Enjoy it, enjoy it. Inhale. Exhale, arms to the side. All right, we're gonna take that side bend. Hand comes to the ground and you reach over, up and over long, and then inhale, back. So almost like your arms are making like a cartwheel type movements. We'll do the cartwheel next week. This is our cartwheel prep. So make sure you clear enough space. We can do tons of cartwheels next week. Actually, there's no class next week, but I'll tell you about that at the end of class. Inhale. Yes, good. Okay, this time's different. This time we're gonna go over. Stay reaching over. Keep the reach and then just look down if you can. Your chest and your heart and your focus looks down towards that leg. You can lower the top arm and then round your shoulders, round your head. Heavy in your bottom, heavy in your seat. And I just want you to take a few deep breaths here. Inhale. Find the space. Exhale. Deepen into the stretch. Inhale. Find the space. Exhale. Deepen. Push your hands into the floor. Use your hands. Roll up through your spine. Good, good, good. One last thing here. We're going to swing the legs forward, right? So forward, I'm going to hold on underneath my thighs. We're going to do a little bit more abdominal work, right? So I'm holding on underneath my thighs. My elbows are bent wide. All I want you to do is think about leaning back with a straight spine. So it's like long spine leans back and then bring it back up, right? So we're thinking you're one column of light and you take that long column back and then forward. And I'm using my hands to help me here. I'm trying not to round my spine. So keep it long, 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 and then use your hands to pull you back. 2 more times. So it's hard to maintain this neutral spinal position. It takes a lot of abdominal control, especially to bring yourself back. Let's do last one. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Good. All right. We're going to move to all fours. And Aziza, you are going to let me know if this does not feel good for your hands. But to prep for this, we want to have a pillow underneath our wrists and pillows underneath our knees, probably for support. So how you get set up with your wrists, this is kind of specific. So you want to put the heel of your hands at the edge of the pillow and then your fingertips on the floor. And then making sure your hands are right underneath your shoulders. So if they're too wide, you're going to feel unstable. If they're too narrow, you're going to feel like you don't have enough room. Yeah? So right underneath your shoulders. So not too wide, like right here. Okay, it looks like you're okay so far, I think. Yep. Okay, so all we're doing is a simple cat-cow here. So we press into our hands, round your spine, and then we arch, 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 pull your heart through your arms. And round, curl, curl, curl. Dropping your head and your tail, and then arching. Arch, arch, arch. Good. A few more times. Round. Your belly lifts up, your tail and your head drop. And then arch. We're going to do 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. All right, challenging a little bit more. We're going to reach long through the right leg. Just the right leg reaches long. Yep, good. And we stay here, just feel the length through the leg. And then from the length, lift the leg probably like 2 inches off the ground. Just holding it and reaching and kicking. Good, just feel the power. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Feels so good to use your muscles. Put the toes down. We're gonna do that one same leg again. So taking a little rest, here we go. We lift the leg up, lift the leg up. We reach it back. Good, all right. Put the leg down. We're going to do it 1 more time. 3rd time's the charm. Here we go. Lift the leg. Yep. Keep pressing down through your hands and lower the leg. Bend the knee. and slide the left leg back. Here we go. Slide the left leg back. Keep the leg long. Lift the leg. Think about lifting your abdomen too. That looks so good. We just hold it. We hold it. And we lower. We take a break. We know what's coming. We have 2 more. Here we go. Lengthen to lift. Good. Keep your sternum and your heart reaching forward. Put the toe down. Your little break. Here we go again. Reach to lift. Yes, 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 yes. Breathe. That's a command. Breathe. Toes come down. Bend your knees. All right, we're going to come off our wrists, come to any seated position that feels good for you. So actually, you know what? We're going to come to standing. We're going to end standing today. So find your way up. And I'm going to make sure you can see me. Okay, okay. Great. Okay, find your feet underneath you. We've been lying down, sitting down, but we've worked all these things. Yeah, you can like shake it out if you want. We've worked, yeah, ladies. Good. All right, interlace your fingers. We're going to open up our wrists a little bit. So I'm grasping my hands. I think about this, really pressing the palms of my hands together, and you're just going to trace a figure 8. So you can bend your elbows. That might be comfortable to have a little bend in your elbow. And this is just strengthening our wrists, stretching out our wrists. We were just putting a lot of pressure onto them. And then this is the hard part, reverse it. Ugh. Brain exercise. Yeah, finding the reverse. Good. And release. You're going to take your hands forward, like stop in the name of love. Pull one fingertips back with your other hand. So I'm lengthening through my elbow, and you should feel a nice stretch like through the front of that lower arm. And then other side, pulling back the fingers, breathing and really keeping your spine lengthened. All right, releasing. We're going to go back to the interlaced fingers, feet wide apart. We're going to interlace the fingers. Palms push forward as we round our back. Round as you push. And then I just want you to straighten your legs. Inhale, bend your elbows. Yep. Keep them right at your chest. And then I'm going to face the side just so you can see me. I press my hands forward and I round my back. Curl, 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 curl. And then I step into my feet, bend my elbows. So we're just going to keep doing that a few times. So round. Yep. And up. Good. Last time here, curl and round. And then this time, reach the straight arms up to the ceiling. So keep your hands interlaced, just reach them up. And they might not go all the way up, but this is hard, I know. Stay here for a moment. Ooh, right? We're gonna side bend to one side. Keeping the palms of your hands reaching towards the ceiling, come to the center. Side bend to the other side. So really step through your feet, gorgeous. And then one more time, yep. Over and back and over. Back, let the arms just melt down. As the arms slowly melt down, your spine gets taller, 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 taller. Not done yet. We're gonna have a wide stance with our legs. Wide, toes face out. So not like a crazy toe ballet position, but like toes face on the diagonal, right? We're gonna take our hands on our hips. We're gonna do a little squatting here to get into our legs, my favorite. I'm all about the squatting. So we're gonna take the butt back, right? The butt goes back, the knees track right over the toes, press the floor away, come up, right? Take the booty back, good, and then press through your legs. Ah, feel that, this looks great. As your butt goes down, you reach your heart up and you lift your heart. Good, so you keep that spinal length. Take it down and up. Good, we have like 3 more. Down before I make it harder, ha. And 2, good, it's looking good. And 1, we're just gonna stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low. And if it doesn't feel good, you come out of it, right? I hope your knees are doing okay. Judy, looks like your knees look strong and good here, but you'll let me know. Okay, lift up, lift up. Whoo! All right, walk your feet back in. We're gonna roll the shoulders. Just a simple shoulder roll. And then we reverse the shoulder roll back to forward. Just gliding your shoulder blades on your rib cage. Good. We're gonna get the feet, lower legs going, and then we're almost done. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna pop one heel. I'm gonna face the diagonal again. Pop one heel and lower, and then the other heel, lift and lower. So you're just pressing into the ball of the foot, and then find both feet. You lift the heel, find your feet. One more time each side, and lift. Good, this time as we lift the heel, we bend the knees. So the heel is lifted, you bend the knees, and then you press. Bend the knees as you lift the other heel, and press. Again, bend, and press, bend, press. One more time each side, bend, press. Good, bend. All right, now we're just gonna lift the foot off the floor, same foot, point through the feet. So we're just articulating, we lift the foot and we lower it, right? Like it's gooey, like there's something sticky on the foot, like honey or something, and then the other side. Point and then lower. So I'm trying to get all of those little pieces of your foot working, really putting pressure down into the floor. Good. Last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna do some heel raises. So going up on the heels. If you want a wall for assistance, go to a wall. If you feel good without it, that's great. But if you need a chair or a wall, hold on to the wall for support or the chair. And all we're gonna do is lift the heels up, both, and lower down, right? Lift. I want the same sort of effort on the lowering. So the lift looks good. See if you can control the lowering. Yeah, good. And as always, because I'm all about including our breath and our core, how can you breathe through this? How can you find that lift of your abdomen, especially as you lower the heels, right? So as you're lowering the heels, you feel a length out through your spine, like it's a light, like a beam of light reaching up. Okay, getting exhausted in my calves. Let's do two more. Press down through your feet, your toes, your balls. Lift up and lower. Good. Thank you so much for coming to class. Yay, yay.